Welcome back to Nortex Radio, episode 3. Clinton Connor here, covering your DFW sporting news. Football's back. Good and bad.
Yeah, but the Cowboys are back. Being a fan of the Cowboys is back. It's all
Absolutely. Back. We want to go news or we want to go game coverage?
Let's start with news. There's some good news to get out there, kind of talk about, see what the world thinks.
There's some bad news too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some real bad news.
Well, fuck. Go back to the offensive line.
Right back.
Lyle
there.
Collins suspended 5 games. I got to see that come across the strip in Times Square.
That was cool. That's a cool.
It was great. Hey, we
Yeah.
got Cowboy news.
Yeah, all the way up here.
So I guess he hasn't failed a drug test. He's just missed 7.
That's that's what I heard. At first, I thought it was just he failed the drug test or it was hot or something like that. That it was just he just hasn't been going to drug tests.
Well, and
So
when I first heard it, I was like, what a fucking idiot, because obviously you're saying that you're guilty. But they said some of them they missed from people being sent home from practice and shit from COVID. So He's appealing it, and I think that's going to help his case. He's taken 10 tests since October of last year to August of this year. Hasn't ever popped. So he's still taking 10.
Yeah.
All negative. If he's missed 7, and even if 3 of them were from people being sent home or anything like that, I think he's got a good appeal. I don't think it gets completely erased, but I could see it getting knocked down to probably 3 games, but maybe 2 games. But he'll probably still serve a suspension, but I don't think it'll be the full 5 games. So
also, side note, that's crazy that in not even a 12-month period that professional football players had 17 drug tests.
No shit.
That is wild.
Yeah.
So that's shit. I mean, I agree. I think he's got a pretty good argument. The more I was reading about it today, just besides those generic mainstream news like, oh, Lyle Collins suspended for, substance abuse, blah, blah. Like,
substance abuse policy. So it looks like, okay, shit, he failed.
Yeah. It just looks like heroin all the time and stuff.
Yeah.
Couldn't be any more clickbait. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully that goes well. Appeal goes well. The other side of the line is everything I've heard. Zach Martin's still testing negative, right? So
that's what I've heard. So he should be back.
Looking up. Yeah.
I'm assuming Gesicki's going to end up taking over that role for however long Lyle's out, which it sucks losing Lyle, but that's why we picked him up this offseason. I mean, good pickup to prepare for this stupid shit.
Yeah, it's nice to have that depth. Not nice to have to use it, but I guess it's nice to have it. So
yeah, it's nice to be there. I mean, have a little veteran presence there that can come in and fill a role.
Yeah. Having to tap into the bench twice in the first 2 weeks of the season isn't fun, but
on your line too.
Well, yeah, we'll take it, I guess. Whatever. That's how it works. So, any more big news?
We'll continue down the shitty train too.
Okay.
Gallup's out.
Yep.
Calf strain. Like I said, I didn't get to watch the game this week. I guess they thought it was an ankle injury, but I guess they came back and said it ended up being a calf strain. Said most likely multiple week injury. He's for sure out next week against the Chargers. I think they said if it's going to be over 2, maybe 3 weeks, probably going to the IL. Cedric Wilson and Noah Brown's about to probably step up, which, I mean, both of them played excellent last year. I mean, not just playing role guys. It sucks to lose Michael, but this doesn't hurt nearly as bad as Lyle or Zach, especially because our receivers are so deep. Just like Gallup don't get any love. I mean, Wilson and Brown are way better than people really give them credit. I mean, they might not be a number one anywhere, but they're guys on the field that can do some damage when they need to.
Yeah, Cedric Wilson. I mean, kind of like you said, I feel like he did a good job playing his role Thursday.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No huge numbers, but he comes in, he makes catches, 3 for 24. I mean, he's doing a good job just playing the role he needs to play, which is
absolutely
largely underappreciated in professional sports.
Just because you're not the number one guy scoring all the touchdowns. I mean, he knows his role and he plays it well. So sucks to lose Gallup, but not the end of the world.
Yep.
So you got to watch the Bucks game, covered it on Twitter. Game days, follow us on Twitter. Check it out. We're gonna be live tweeting. What do you got on the games? You were the one that got to check it all out.
Oh man, Dak's there. He's back. He's good. What we expected, what we wanted, and in my personal opinion.
Right.
His numbers: 42 of 58, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Good number. I think he played great. His 1 interceptions off a deflected ball or a dropped ball, whatever you want to call it, by CD. He looks good. Receivers, fucking what a surprise, man. What a fucking surprise, dude. I don't know what it was that happened, when it happened, but Amari Cooper, he's the real deal, man. He's
oh yeah.
There's no questions to be asked about him.
That stat line, you got Amari 13 for 139, CD 7 for 104, Schultz for 6 for 45, Gallup 4 for 36, Pollard 4 for 29, Wilson 3 for 24, like you said, Jarwin 3 for 20. I mean,
we're targeting
you're 2 guys going out and get you over 100, and then everybody else just stepping up when they need to step up. That's what we need. That's exactly what we're there for.
Yeah, and there's so many huge third down plays where you're not seeing, you might not see Amari or CD, but that's when you're seeing one of these other 5 or 6 guys that are getting targets, and they're picking up to 6-7 yards.
Oh yeah.
Like the passing game looked great. I mean, even some of the stuff that I've read since Thursday, just some other blogs and stuff, man, everybody's like, Dax, he's there. Passing game looks great. I think it was phenomenal. It was good.
I saw, of course, then you watched. So I was watching highlights, reading up on it, trying to figure everything out, how the game went. Obviously, Zeke's numbers weren't there. I don't really know how he ran the ball, but it looked like his pass protection was phenomenal. I mean, and Zeke's damn good at pass protection. I mean, that's one of those things that he doesn't get a whole lot of. I mean, actually, he does get credit for it, but you're fair where the fan don't notice that. So I don't know how he ran the ball, but from what I saw, I mean, he picked up a lot of key blocks to give Dak extra time.
Yeah. Real time, like it's pretty much what you gathered from it. Like I don't ever think there was a big running scheme detailed in this play. I mean, we didn't even rush the ball 20 times. So
yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that's one of those things you have to get going. That's not a start and stop type thing. Like,
oh yeah.
You can't just say, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go have a good run, and then I'm gonna, 2 or 3 series, I'm gonna have another good run. Like that train's got to get rolling. But I think he did, and like you said, he's a good pass protector. But I think the job of stepping in and kind of excelling a little more at that. There were a couple of big gap blitzes and stuff that he picked up on. And it wasn't just I'm going to throw my shoulder at it. It was, I'm going to square up. I'm going to get in front of this. I'm going to take a hit. So that's a big plus. I mean, obviously you like to see him run more, but it was great.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you want to see obviously more than 3 yards per carry, but 11 touches for Zeke. You got to give him the ball more, it feels like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I felt that kind of throughout the whole game. I was and I get that that Dak, he was throwing great. He was hitting targets. The only completions that he weren't making were drop balls or
Right.
anything like that. But yeah, I agree. I mean, and it seemed like it became easy to read the game plan. I mean, it was play action was not a threat. Nothing was a threat because we're not running the ball. So no one's biting on play action. We're not able to get anything over the top. So hopefully make some changes.
Get that running game going. Help us out a lot. Did you have any takes on the defense side of the ball?
Man, the defense. The back seven, something's going to have to give. I hate to call him out. Freaking Anthony Brown, man, just put on by Antonio Brown. I don't know why Dan Quinn doesn't make a change. The problem with that is the Bucks. I mean, they were all over the place. Antonio Brown comes out of the woodwork and he plays a great game. Godwin plays a decent game. Gronk's playing a great game. So if
Godwin
you make a switch,
to push off.
He does get to push off. Yeah. I don't know if you switch Trayvon to Antonio Brown. I don't know if that does anything because then I don't know if they just start targeting Godwin. So I don't know if they're following Anthony Brown around, but
you gotta. It seems like they will. Especially, I mean, that's your weakness. Trayvon.
Yeah.
Trayvon's going to be a whole lot better than even he was last year. I mean, he had a good year last year. So, I mean, yeah, if you switch Trayvon, they're probably going to go to Godwin. So, yeah, we're going to figure something out right there.
Yeah, something's got to give there. The linebacker core, I mean, you can Fairweather fan thing, like we always compare this. There's the Fairweather fan that's like, you look at the numbers, you're like, oh, yeah, they did a linebacker type job. For someone that watches his team, follows his team, like you're not satisfied with it. When you know what we've put into draft picks, what we've spent on these draft picks. You have Jalen Smith, Van Der Esch. I think Michael Parsons played great for his first game.
Yeah,
but I would love to see more, especially from Jalen Smith, man.
Yeah, Smith's got to figure it out.
Yeah,
and I love him.
Oh, me too. I'm a huge fan. Got the jersey and all. So
yeah.
I mean, I would love to be able to just wear that more if he could just perform. I mean, I think the line looked okay. DeMarcus Lawrence is another, you're not going to see the numbers. He's 3 tackles, 2 assists, no sacks, nothing crazy like that, but he's just pressure. He's creating problems, and
getting in the backfield.
Yeah. So he wasn't any type of not the performance that his counterpart on the other side, fucking Vita Vea, had, but
yeah,
he was still making noise more than I remember him making last year playing. So that's good to see. Yeah, I just think Anthony Brown secondary, we gotta figure that out. So
right.
I'm gonna hit on that a little later with some of our highlighted subjects we like to talk about at the end of the show.
So you got anything else on the game?
Poor man, Greg Zuerlein, dude. He comes out. My dude is struggling. Just Madden all-pro level. You're trying to kick a field goal. That's what this man did. The memes are out there. He's 25 yards to the left. Then he misses a PAT. Then somebody whose name is Mike McCarthy decides we're going to send him out there for a 60-yarder.
Yeah, no shit.
Just to really boost his confidence. I'm just like, man, cut my guy some slack, dude.
Yeah.
If I can send him out here to kick from the goddamn midfield logo.
But then he comes in clutch at the end.
He gets it together, yeah. I mean, he kicked us the field goal to go up late in the game. Which stupid.
And we probably win that game if it's not Tom Brady.
I feel very confident in 29 other teams. If we're playing 29 other teams in the league, I feel confident. Winning that game.
Because I got back. I got to watch the last 2 minutes, and I saw the field goal. when I was looking at the time. I think it was like 1:39, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
wasn't even confident.
Anyone that knows anything about football that's their reaction. Even if you're not a Cowboys fan. As a Cowboys fan, that is your reaction. You're just like, motherfucker. Yeah, I would have loved it if we'd have just fucking. I would love to kick this with 3 seconds left, but still, the Tom Brady algorithm would have figured some shit out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was at work and there's a guy working with me, and he was just like, "Oh man, the Cowboys are up," and I was like, "Oh, dude, don't even fucking
shut up, dude. I'm turning it off."
Yeah, dude, there's entirely too much fucking time left. So, yeah, kudos to the Z-Man. He's probably not getting much love. He did come back, ended up going 3 for 5. He did kick the big field goal to give us the lead.
Yeah.
We all know in the land of Cowboys fans, we know the controversial Chris Godwin push off.
Yeah.
You and I talked.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. And I didn't look much into it after we talked. But those throws out of bounds, like it did seem like intentional grounding by the rule book.
I mean, I'm not a referee, but
there's no timeout because I'm pretty sure at that point they were out of timeouts. So then it's run off, loss it down, move it back.
Yeah, because they had already it was somewhere around a minute left. Yeah. They had already had the play that resulted in them having to use their last timeout to avoid the runoff.
Right.
So, I mean, at that point, any offense-induced penalty, you have to take a runoff. So, like we talked about, I don't know where that doesn't meet the intentional grounding parameters. I even talked to a couple people offline about it, a couple other guys that watched the game, and one of my friends today, he was like, "Was that intentional grounding?" It's like that was intentional grounding, right? And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was." Like,
seems like it.
Like
it fits the definition of the rule book.
Yeah, it's he was like, "I just wanted to make sure." I was like, "I felt like it was too." So I don't know how that factors into it. I mean, that we got the Godwin, what we're all calling OPI, and then we just have the Tom Brady just 2 to 3 blatant snaps and passes out of bounds. So overall,
that might be one of those things. 28 other teams, it's flags thrown.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Yeah, if that's Andy Dalton throwing that out of bounds, 2 flags are thrown.
Absolutely.
So yeah, overall, man, it sucks. I hate to say it's a heartbreaking loss. I don't even really believe that anymore. But man, I was glad that we showed up. It's nice to see a fucking performance. Like, we're in position to win the game. Tom Brady is going to be the best for a reason. That's the reason right there.
And I mean, defending champs on the road to kick off the season for everybody, full crowds after not having it last year, and Tom Brady. I mean, it sucks to lose that game, especially being that close and having a chance and missing field goals when that would have won it. It does suck to lose that way, but I mean, at the same time, like, silver linings. I mean, there's a lot of good to take away from it.
Yeah. I'm definitely not going to sit here and just bash the shit out of them, because we definitely have played and could play a much worse game.
So, oh yeah.
So, what about next week?
Going to the West Coast. Kickoff 3:25. I came home today, so I haven't got to watch much today either. Got Sunday night on, but I was looking at their game today against the old foosball team. Looks like they controlled the ball very well. Like they just controlled the whole game. The only Chargers look good apparently. The only bad thing they had, 2 turnovers in the red zone. One of them, I guess, is they said Herbert got hit from behind, I think, and the ball went out the back of the end zone for a touchback. That's sometimes just fucking happens. And then he threw a pick in the red zone too. But first downs, Chargers won 27-15. Total yards, 424 to 259. Offensive plays, 78 to 49. Time of possession, they had plus 12 minutes, and then they converted 14 of 19 third downs.
That's my big stat that I had starred. 14 of 19 third downs.
That's huge.
Yeah, that, and then I had that, and 8 different receivers were targeted.
Really? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so you had the typical. I was watching Red Zone today, so I saw both the Chargers turnovers, but Keenan Allen had a Keenan Allen game. He goes for 100 yards, and Mike Williams, but Herbert's also he is very diverse in who he goes to. They like to bring Eckler out of the backfield. But yeah, the big thing, just like you said, they're 14 and 19 third downs, man. That's where, like, and with having 8 different receivers, like, you could draft a game plan just off those stats. You know they're throwing the ball.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know they're throwing the ball. So hopefully Dan Quinn, him and all his cats get that shit figured out, because
just like we talked, whatever Diggs aside, look the other way.
Yeah.
And we might have trouble.
Yeah.
Because I mean that right there, all those stats right there showed they took care of it. I mean, yeah, you had 2 turnovers in the red zone, but they still took care of the ball very well. Keep the ball out of the team's hands. I mean, you got a good chance of winning the ball game.
Yeah, their time of possession, their third down conversion, like you said, if you don't have those 2 red zone turnovers, this isn't even a game.
Yeah. I mean, it's a blowout at that point.
So,
and Washington has a solid defense. I mean, that's pretty big on the Chargers.
Yeah, it's it'll be interesting to see how that goes. We're the dogs in that game. So, Chargers are 2.5 point favorites. So, I would like to come out and jump on them, put a little pressure on Herbert, just make him,
get him comfortable. No,
it
should be another good game. Won't be no cakewalk.
Nope, I agree.
Anything left on next week with the Cowboys?
Man, I hope we get the fucking special team shit figured out. The damn secondary, I don't know if there's a disconnect. I don't know where we're at with Quinn to special teams to McCarthy to who's pulling the trigger on what. We can't be kicking fucking 60-yard field goals and losing games by 2. Shit like that. I know there's a lot of blogs and stuff that I've been reading. There's a lot of talk about not kicking that last field goal, maybe going for it on 4th and short, try to burn more time off the clock if you get that conversion. I don't know where I stand on that, just because we hadn't really established a run game. If we were ramping up for 200 yards on the ground, then I say run it down their fucking throat and burn off another minute and 5 seconds or whatever.
I don't hate the decision to kick. Like I said a while ago, it just sucks that it's Brady.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, like you said, like, given in that either decision that he makes, McCarthy as a coach right there, he's going to catch slack for it. Because if he goes for it on 4th and short and he doesn't get it, they're going to say, well, you're playing Tom Brady. Why didn't you take the points when you could get them? And then he does kick it and gets the points, and they say, oh, well, why didn't
you gave Tom Brady a minute 39?
Yeah. So, I mean, I hope Fassel, the special teams, I hope they get their shit together, man. We were giving up a lot of return yards, and we already beat this horse dead about figuring out what's going on in the secondary.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully it's a bad game for Anthony Brown. Hopefully he gets his shit figured out and we're locking down the corners. So that's great. No. That's about everything that I've got on the Cowboys.
That's about all I got for this week too. 3:25 local time. I'm sure if you're listening, you'll be watching that game. So follow along, tweet us, tell us what you think.
Yeah,
stay involved.
Yeah. We got some good interaction. I hopped on Twitter and tried to do a little tweeting and fucking interact. I mean, we got some pretty solid interaction. We got some retweets. We got some comments. A lot of people with the similar ass mindset as us.
Right.
So definitely keep that up. Let us know. I mean, hop in the comments, hop in there, tell us we're good, bad, we suck. will sound stupid, but whatever, we'll definitely be trying to do as much of that interaction, especially on game day. It's cool
Right.
to get out there on social media and see all the shit going on game day, whether it's statistical or somebody's making fun of somebody's shit. I had a blast. I had a blast just hopping back and forth, like, bam, this Twitter, that Twitter. And I'm at work, like, everybody's like, what are you doing? Like, you have to put your phone down in an hour and a half. I was like,
I'm working.
This isn't my real passion. my real passion's on this phone. So, yeah, it was cool. Definitely hop on there, interact with us. Check it out. So the more shit that we can get going, man, the more it's opportunities. Maybe we interact with somebody that can link us up with something. And here we go. It's just fucking takes off, man.
The more y'all give us, the more we give you.
Absolutely.
Talk about the Rangers then. Taylor Hearn, a good start.
Hey. Jersey watch.
Absolutely. It is clicking. 6 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits. 2 of those runs, I think he just got gassed at the end. Olsen going deep. But gave up 2 hits to start the game. And then after that, when shut down 14 the next 15, I mean, that's a solid day. So it's nice to see Taylor finally getting it figured out like we've been talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if he continues this role. Like if we're back in contention when the season resets, I don't even really know what this role is, but I like it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's fucking performing. He's doing great. Like they're quality, their quality performances. Like you said, like it's an immediate change. He gives up 2 hits early and then he just benches 14. Like he automatically sees it. He's like, this is what I got to fix. I fix it, bam, done.
Yeah.
So, I mean, phenomenal performance. Great today. Love winning games. Beat the A's. Maybe fuck up their season a little bit.
Yeah. So play spoiler. We've won 6 of our last 7.
Yeah.
I don't think we've said that all year.
I saw that when I was we were getting ready for this. I was just doing one last little scroll, and I'll shout out John Blake, but he was like, Rangers won 6 last 7. I was like, wait, what?
What year is this?
Yeah, what are we?
Which, and like you said, fuck up the A's a little bit. This week's gonna be fun. Maybe if we can keep it. We got 4 against the Astros and then 3 against the White Sox at home. So, I mean, might not spoil the White Sox much. They're doing what the hell they want to do, but it's always fun to go give Houston some shit.
Yeah, I would love to get in the mix and just be a nuisance for Houston. Whatever, we're not going to take their spot anything, but just make this fucking beginning of this week just shitty for them.
Yeah.
So
I think we'll sweat a little bit.
Yep.
The only other thing I have right now on the Rangers from this week, Eli White had surgery on the 8th, successful, was UCL, but it wasn't a full-blown Tommy John, so he's not going to be out for a full year. They are saying that he should be back mid to late spring training. So probably won't make the opening day roster. But it's good that he's going to be ready to go next season.
Yeah, for sure. I like having his versatility around. I know he's hit and miss on the bat. If he has a good game, he has a good game. If he doesn't, he has a terrible game and he strikes out 4 times. But man, he's a utility player. He's fast as fuck. Like, I love having that guy just there if you need it.
Yeah, and that's one of those things too. Like because we've talked about it. Right now, which even with the injury, I don't have him starting opening day. But even when he comes back, especially with this damn extra inning rule, that is a great guy to have on the bench. I mean, probably 7 of the 9 guys. If you really want to go win right now in the 10th, put him on second. Let's go.
Yeah.
So that's a good guy to have come off the bench. for defense and for base running.
Yeah. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know his sprint speed is like top 5 in the league. Like he's up there with like Jazz Chisholm and everyone else. So I'll take that shit any day. Just like you said, I mean, when it comes down to that, hey, you know, he's going to go out second in the bottom of the 10th. Well, I'll say on the bottom of the 10th, we're going to win on a fucking easy single.
Yeah.
So
put a ball in play.
Yep. Definitely like to see that.
That's about all I had for the Rangers this weekend.
I mean,
other than Taylor, I mean, it's funny. We won 6 of 7, but there's not anything that like really just jumps out at me.
It's very, it's not the word I want to use, but it's the word that it is. Very mediocre. Like stat lines, if you're reviewing stat lines, I mean, if you really want to dig, Jonah Heim played 3 games last week. He's batting 300. You know, a little over 1,000 OPS. His slugging percentage 700. So when he's getting hits, he's getting hits. He's getting extra base hits. Yeah. We like to see that. Jason Martin also had a pretty decent week. His last 7 games, or his last 5 games, 5 for 12, 417. So we like to see that. It's more of like what you've kind of always talked about, having that bench depth. You don't know when we don't know when we're going to need these guys and what capacity we're going to need these guys, but it's nice to have them there. It's nice to have your, I don't know what you want to call it, Jonah, your 1A or 1B catcher. I don't know where that sits right now with us, but it's nice to have
big Jonah guys though.
Yeah, I'm a big Jonah guy.
Yeah.
Been following him on Twitter ever since he said that his wife left him his car with no gas in it and he couldn't get home after the game. So
I never even saw that one.
if you hear this, Jonah, I was there for that tweet. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like we're talking about, it's that time of year. We're eating up innings. We're making our way through games, trying to keep people healthy. We're seeing what our prospects can do. I mean, that's what it is. That's what happens when you have seasons like this. So,
but I mean, it's been a good September.
Just like 6 of 7.
Yeah,
6 of 7. You're just like, okay. So
good. Keep it up. Good way to play spoiler. Good way to end the year.
Yep.
Over the Mavs, Reggie Bullock signed with us. 3 years, $30 million. Gonna help Luka a lot.
Yes, sir.
A lot. The boy can shoot.
Yes. Above 40, right?
Yeah. He's 44 from the field and 41 from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
So that's a big pickup that doesn't scream a whole lot. No flashy signing, but it's going to give Luka a lot of help for a guy to be able to shoot the ball that way. And he's a hell of a defender too.
Yeah. And I like his hair. His hair's wild.
Yeah.
So
there's always
I'm always on board with somebody that just has some crazy aesthetic look. But yeah, I appreciate defense. I wasn't a basketball player or anything like that, but I appreciate the fuck out of some defense, man.
Oh yeah.
So then you just want to sprinkle on it, 45% from the field. Okay.
41 for 3.
Yeah. Come play with us. We're fine with that.
Yeah, especially defense is great, especially this day and age.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. What do we get him? What was the contract on him?
3 year, $30 million.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Started 64 games with the Knicks last year. I mean, they were 4 seed in the East, so I mean, he played a big role for them.
Yeah.
I was reading about it. He said every time they played the Mavs, he was like, I just love the way their team chemistry, the way everybody picks each other up. He said even the bench, he said they're fired up. They're always there to support each other. Like, chemistry is great. And he was like, I want to play with that.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, but disclaimer. I don't know if, in case you guys didn't know this, we're not professional athletes, but as a professional athlete, that's the type of person I want coming to my team. I don't want somebody that's coming out of free agency or on a trade deal or something like that saying, hey, it's my team now. Yeah. And I'm reading right here. It says, Reggie Bullock says it's a no-brainer to sign with the Mavs.
Oh yeah.
So just like you said, I mean, that's the kind of guy you want coming into the locker room, and he's like, hey, where do you guys need me? What do you need me to do? I love the environment here. Let me help. So,
Oh yeah, and with that attitude, he'll jump right in. He'll take off. Won't be no time.
Yep.
That's the only thing I saw on the maps. Do you have something?
No, big news. That was all I saw. We're still in I guess this fucking hypothetical Dragic situation. That doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. It's just, I mean, people
Fun to
writing
talk
articles.
about.
Yeah,
How it is.
so if it does happen, he's still on the hook 1 year, 19 million. I don't know where we're at salary cap wise to pick that up. So
Yeah.
I don't, it's still, to me, it seems still real hypothetical. It doesn't seem like anything that's making moves right now. So,
Right. No stars this week for me.
yeah,
I mean, we got development camp, but that's all we got right now.
yeah, that's basic Google news. We got the same. We got of course, the two big guys we drafted, Wyatt Johnson and Bjork. They're at development camp. That's what you see from young people. They're going to go back. They're going to play. I did see where Jim Neal said he likes to try to get these young guys out and meet some of the franchise type players, the Jamie Benns,
Right.
stuff like that. The Ben Bishops, let them say, hey, we get to meet them. But yeah,
this is what you need to do. This is what you don't need to do. Here's how to be a professional.
So that's really the big thing on the Stars development camp. Ty Delandria and Thomas Harley are both there. They both finished last season with the Texas Stars, so they're both there doing work. That'll be good. And then the rookies we brought on, a rookie defenseman, Greshnikov. I mean, he's there too. So that's kind of like we always say, man. Mavs and Stars are ramping up. We'll get there. We're trying to put out the most enjoyable, followable content, and right now we're heavy on the Cowboys. So,
oh yeah, and the Hot Rangers,
the Red Hot Rangers. So,
who's feeling that Texas heat?
Texas Heat, man. I got Dan Quinn. So I like.
It's
actually,
hot.
I got three. I got Dan Quinn. I got and Joe Witt. And Al Harris, man. So I could keep going. Honestly, I wanted to put Coach Fassel on there, but I figured I had to stop somewhere. This car is going to run out of gas, but we got to change something. Just like we talked about with the Chargers, man. They're diverse. They're finding different receivers. They're converting on third downs. The only people that are going to be able to stop that's the secondary.
Oh yeah,
they're not running the ball on third downs. So, of course, I would love to see Tank, get in there, deliver pressure, all that. It's going to come down to the secondary.
Oh yeah.
That back seven, and I'm going to throw linebackers in there.
Yeah.
Linebackers got to be better. So I don't know what changes Dan Quinn needs to make, but that's who I've got in Texas Heat this week. He needs to get
Cowboy thing.
Got to get his shit figured out.
that linebacker core and DBs. I mean, how long have we been saying this shit? Years. That defense got to get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repeat. I'm going O-line again.
Oh, completely understandable.
Missing Lyle now.
Yeah.
Shit. Who's gonna be out next week, and for what?
That's what it feels like at this point.
Yeah.
At this point, it feels like we could add a segment of who's going to be out next week.
Yeah. Which O-lineman?
Yeah, we're batting 1,000 right now. So 2 weeks, 2 people out. I mean, so.
Yeah. So O-line's feeling that heat again. I mean, losing another starter. Like we said, Martin should be back, which is huge. But them second stringers might as well stay ready all year.
Yep.
The way this shit's going.
Yep.
My lone star this week, though, Coop. I got Coop. 13 receptions, 139 yards, 2 TDs. Man had him a game. So we can keep that up. I mean, I know that's not going to happen every week, but that is nice to come out and see you straight out of the gate.
I like it. I'm glad you picked him because he was one of my two that I had picked, and I was just gonna push it back to you if you made me go first. But since you picked him, you gave that man the credit due. I'm gonna go with Yoel Pozo 8 of 17 in his last week, 471, a 500 on base percentage, 647 slugging. He's 1.15 OPS. Man, it's hitting
Hell yeah.
shit out of the baseball.
No shit.
So he's it's crushing the baseball, kind of just hitting in this whole red hot Rangers, man.
Yeah.
Like we said, if you're a Rangers fan and you don't like any of these other teams and you're just hanging out to hear Rangers news, we're doing our job right now. We're staying healthy. We're getting through games.
Yep.
We got a couple of young guys. We're seeing what they can do. He's one of them. He just fucking crushes the shit out of the ball for fun.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, he's strong, man. And that's even when they called him up, that's exactly what they said. They're like,
yeah,
he's really not here to play catcher. He's here to hit the piss out of the baseball.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Coop had a fucking wide receiver 1 performance. There was not much left to be questioned after that. So I mean, he did great. He caught big balls when he needed to, man.
And wide receiver 2 did just as good.
Yeah. I mean, CD had a couple small plays, but I honestly feel like he answered for him. I mean,
yeah,
you hate to see the pick because I mean, and I know you weren't able to watch, but in real time, there's a lot of criticism to Dak because he throws this ball, but it actually ends up being a perfectly thrown pass, and it goes right off CD. I mean, fuck, man, you can't.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
he
still comes out
7 catches, 104.
Yeah.
And a TD.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
you don't want to have that tip ball, but that's a solid day too. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board with that. I think the receiving core looks great. I hope we keep that shit up. Hopefully the defense picks it up and we can fucking get the LA Chargers now. Just give them a fucking headache. Put some pressure on Herbert, make him perform, man.
Yep. So, get Herbert uncomfortable, and we gotta fucking get Zeke going.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to establish some sort of run game, even if we're just doing that to establish more of a pass game. Like I said, there was no threat. There was no possibility of running a play action. There was nothing. There's just never anything there, the run game. So hopefully McCarthy, Kellen Moore get that rolling. I mean, we have to see more of that. Plus, I mean, the guy's good. He's fucking great. It's not like we have, just some unsigned JUCO halfback back there, and that's why we're not running the ball.
Right.
We have one of the greatest halfbacks of the last decade. So,
and it is getting paid to be there.
Oh, getting paid very handsomely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if anybody was paying me anywhere near that amount of money to do anything, I would do it. So
yeah, you pay him that much money, you got to get him more than 11 touches.
Yep.
And that's not his fault.
That's absolutely not his fault. No.
So I mean,
that's not his fault at all. Not when we're throwing 60 passes a game, man.
Especially, which I mean, obviously Dak had a good game. I mean, played his ass off, but it kind of shocked me we threw the ball that much. I mean, the dude just set out the whole preseason because of his shoulder.
That was one of my biggest concerns when at halftime, and I'm looking at numbers and I'm like, man, he's already over 30. Like,
yeah.
How long are we gonna how long can this go on?
Yeah.
He can't throw 60 passes every week.
No, not at all.
There's no fucking way.
He won't make it.
So yeah. So I'm with you. The passing game was
Cooper
great.
Rush.
Yeah. Fucking Jersey watch, man. So I'm telling you, dude. Fucking the rate we're going, I'll have a Cooper Rush and a Taylor Hearn jersey before Christmas. So yeah, dude, I agree. The passing game looked great. The receivers are great, but fuck, there's no way that we cannot throw 60 passes.
No.
There's no way. So not when you have a $90 million halfback, dude. You got to run the fucking football.
No shit.
So hopefully we get that going, and we'll see. I think the Chargers game will be exciting. Midday game. We don't have this weird Thursday night shit. Like,
yeah,
we're able to dedicate our Sundays to, we'll be able to sit down and drink beer and watch this game. Yeah. So.
Absolutely. Which Eagles won, but foosball team, Giants, at least they both got beat with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Which the Eagles played the Falcons, so
yeah, I watched that game.
as you want.
I was watching that earlier, and I'm trying not to be the hypocritical Cowboys fans here. Falcons terrible.
Oh yeah.
They were struggling. Jalen Hurts looks better than expected from whatever you want to call me, some sort of amateur podcaster perspective. Jalen Hurts
Right.
did look a little better than expected, but the Falcons did not look good.
Yeah.
So
So I'm not even worried about that one.
yeah. Yep, I agree.
It's going to be a shit show, and I think we have the upper hand.
I think we excel in shit shows. If there's ever I think all the teams that we like excel in shit shows. That's why we decided to make this podcast. We got together, we said, hey, we love teams that excel in shit shows. Let's talk about
Should have
it.
named it shit show.
Never know. We'll just probably spread like wildfire. So it's fucking
You got anything else to wrap us up with?
no, man. I don't same stuff as usual, man. If you guys are listening, follow us, like, subscribe, all the buttons. I don't know necessarily what they all mean. Man, hit us up, interact with us. Like I said, we're just doing this. This is a hobby for us. Outside of this, most of the people that follow us we're friends with, but know on a personal level. Like you guys get with us, give us some insight. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us you want to hop on here. You want to talk shop with us. Hopefully this goes somewhere. We would love to see it go somewhere, but that all starts with you guys. If you're listening, fucking click the buttons. Tell us what to do. I mean, if you have news, if you have info, if you have shit you want to talk about, like if you want to hear more stats, if you want to hear more play-by-play.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we definitely, especially over the last couple of weeks, like once we started ramping this up, I know we've both dedicated a lot more of our time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To researching and making sure that we're actually trying to put together a quality product. So like I said, we're just,
I'm running on about like 16 hours of sleep since Thursday.
Yeah. So we're just two guys just talking about the shit that we like. And I mean, if you guys want to hop in on that, hop in on it. We would love to have all the interaction we can. Like, follow, retweet, get our name out there. Stir the pot a little bit. We're here for that. We're not going to get our feelings hurt.
Oh, no, not at all.
Get us out there among the other fan bases.
Yeah.
Let's start a little mini army and just fuck them up.
Fuck Philly.
Yeah, exactly.
We can get an army ready and we'll set up. By the time we play them, we'll just attack their asses.
Yeah, dude. We'll just we'll get a whole little group and we'll just go watch the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just my big takeaway.
We can just get everybody, even on social media, just attack Philly's fan base and even their team page. Just get after their ass just to piss them off.
Absolutely, dude. We just take on the world. That's my big thing. That's I mean, we definitely appreciate you guys. I know we're not selling out Madison Square Garden, but we do have a pretty consistent, we had people following us during the game the other night. So
yeah.
We definitely appreciate that.
And I mean, and that's cool because that means they're watching the game and then checking the phone to see what we got going on. Yeah. Appreciate everybody that's listening. Yeah. Spread the news, spread the love. We got a good week of sports though coming up. Like I said, we got the Chargers next week. It's gonna be a good game. And Rangers got a homestand against the Astros and the White Sox, two probably gonna be playoff teams.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. I haven't checked far enough out, but I don't know if we're going to see Lance Lynn anywhere in those 3 games. If we do, I'd probably be a little sad because I love Lance Lynn. But I love Rangers Lance Lynn. I don't love White Sox Lance Lynn. So just a disclaimer.
Other than when he throws the belt.
Yeah, when he just screams "fuck you, you piece of shit" at somebody that he just struck out. So. Yeah,
it'd be a good week of sports. Good teams. I mean, hell, that could be your ALCS that we're looking at this week.
Oh, absolutely. Easy ALCS matchup right there. Especially with how inconsistent the shit in the East is. That'd be an easy ALCS matchup.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, we'll be trying to live tweet those games as much as we can. Sometimes in the middle of the week. We're not getting paid to do this, so we still got everyday lives.
Yeah.
But we still probably watch 90% of the game. So at least one of us should always be on. Good baseball this week. Chargers next week. It'll be fun. We'll see y'all next week.
For sure. Appreciate it, guys. Like, subscribe.
Absolutely. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, share, comment, give us what you want. We'll see y'all.
Appreciate it.